right now. I'm going to finish reading part two. Some people were here with me as I was reading part one. Okay. This book here is going to enlighten some people that may be going through some things. Okay. Let me turn on my comments so I can see. Mr. Libra, what's going on, honey? How are you? Mr. Libra, it took me a minute, but I'm back. Okay. I'm back to read part two, chapter two of the book that we were reading, The Breakthrough. Okay. Or just breakthrough. Breakthrough, realize your infinite potential by understanding the universal conscious connection. Okay, this is by Johanna Sparrow. This is a second edition here. Okay, let's get to it. We were talking about the teacher and student, and she was talking about, how different lessons come into your life by way of teachers. And if you don't pass uh, these lessons and experiences and learn from them, you will continue to grow, and you will continue to go through them until you learn and grow from them. Okay. So this chapter here is called Teacher and Student, and she referenced the teachers as terms like pain, joy, or whatever life coming to bring you. As my once older client of mine used to always say, the learning tree is coming to teach you this, the learning tree is coming to teach you that. So kind of, make reference to that in this novel that she's written as well. When she's talking about the teacher, you said nothing, just finished up my birthday on Sunday. You turned how old? 38. Happy birthday. You're gonna have to send me your cash app so I can send you a little something other for your birthday. Okay, and send me a dollar cash app so I can bless you back. Okay, I've been waiting for part two. Hey Sky, you said hey Sky. I've been waiting for part two. What's going on, D Ferris? Okay, so yeah, I sorry I took so long. Okay, but yeah, see, my daughter, she came here sniffling and everything. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. I'm about to drink me some teriyaki tea. I'm about to, is it teriyaki? No, it's called hataki, whatever it's called. I think it's called, it's a herb, okay? It's a magical herb, guys. So you all get you some of that. I'm gonna have to show you what I'm talking about. Some people know. Anyway, chapter 2, teacher and student. It says a relationship between a teacher and student where knowledge, love, and understanding are valued is a special relationship. Will you love all your teachers? No, but you should respect all of them. In daily life, the abuse of respect and understanding between teacher and student can cause major problems and can have great consequences. The teacher is only as good as the student, and the student is only as good as the teacher. If you've taken time to become aware of your life lessons, then you've made yourself aware of teachers that aren't as kind as you'd hope for them to be. In fact, they can be persistently rude, abusive, and hateful. Are you going to dwell on the number of times that life has beaten you up and hung you by your hair on the line to dry? There is a strong side to you, and you have the ability to be strong in everything you do. Can you see that side of you growing? Are you still trying to pick up the broken pieces of your heart from your last lesson? You can't continue to tiptoe in the shadows of life while hoping and praying not to go through adversity. Ask yourself, why why the same hurtful people and painful situations continue to show up at your doorstep? What haven't you learned? Why are you trying to cover up your feelings about circumstances in your life? Not all life lessons are meant to break you, but when you experience them, realize that their ultimate purpose is to help you begin walking on the path that'll lead to your purpose. What is your purpose? That's a question you should ask yourself daily until you find the answer. Hold on. You say, I don't have no cash app, but I appreciate the love you give. Sure, I truly appreciate it. Oh, Mr. Libra, bless your heart. Well, look, if you got PayPal, okay, holler at me through PayPal. I'm about to do something nice for you. Maybe I had you a birthday party, okay? Maybe I have a Mr. Libra day. All right. You said, what'd you say, D? Happy belated birthday, Mr. Libra. That was also my dad's birthday. Rest in heaven, Dad. Mine was 9:30. Happy belated birthday to you and Dad. Okay. Okay. So, sorry. So what is your purpose? It says that's a question we should be asking ourselves daily until we find the answer. That is so true. Because sometimes you do lose focus. You know what I'm saying? Day-to-day living problems, people, distractions. Through teacher-student interactions, you can, number one, these are some of all the benefits that you can uh, earn from the teacher-student relationship or the interaction in itself. It says, number one, you can gain inner strength to overcome fear. Number two, you can develop self-love to overcome rejection and the need for validation from others. Number three, you can develop self respect and show respect to others. In turn, you'll be respected by those you encounter. Number four, you can eliminate ignorance by being open rather, to learn things you didn't know or understand. Those are four different things that you can benefit from the teacher student interaction. People will try to knock you down for a plethora of reasons, but it's not for you to retaliate against them. The purpose of life lessons is to guide you toward becoming the person you're meant to be. Your teachers, aka the different adversaries and the different obstacles we face, aka that's what she's references to as your teachers, will never lead you in the wrong direction. Everything you go through is a teaching mechanism. Your next step should be fig- your next step should be to figure out how you're going to approach your training, which will determine how well you receive information. You were born with the ability to handle every twist and turn in your life, and each twist and turn will lead you to the straight path of your destiny. Why you are confused about your destiny? Why are you confused about your destiny? You're the only one who knows if the choices you're making will benefit you. Will the decisions you made bring you closer to your destiny? Did you know that you're in a battle between the universe, or what the universe or your higher self has for you, and what your lower nature or ego wants for you? Every day, there's an internal battle between the two. How are you going to, or how are you willing to do, or how much, or what is it that you're willing to do to find your purpose? How far are you willing to go to fulfill your destiny? The most beneficial direction for you to explore is the path you'll lead that will lead you to the fulfillment of your purpose and destiny. Remaining ignorant about your God given purpose is forgetting who you are. It's like having a spiritual amnesia. If you're lost right now, you're not alone, because many people go through the stages of bewilderment on the way to tapping into the UCC. She referenced the UCC as the Universal Conscious Connection. You may be at a point in your life where you need answers and you want them now. You want them right now. Are you going to continue complaining about what you could have and should have done? Stop beating yourself up for missing the mark aka sinning in certain situations. We all fall and miss the mark. There's nothing wrong with falling, and there's no reason to feel guilty about missing the mark. That's a natural part of life that makes you wiser and stronger. Failure helps you to become better. Appreciate your successes. Be resilient and tougher than your situation, and you'll crumble before reaching. Wait a minute. Be resilient and tougher than your situation, and you'll crumble before your destiny, before reaching your destiny. Mm. You'll find what's destined for you if you look for it. If you're only interested in playing and having fun, you won't be attracted to your destiny. You'll only encounter the superfluous things you desire. You attract what you focus on. You attract what you are. Remember, the student is ready when the teacher will appear. And that's when the teacher will appear. Even if you're not ready to be the person you're meant to be, your higher self will still send you obstacle wake up calls to help you analyze your character and eventually move toward living out your purpose. What's going on, Nene? What's up, Miss Lady T, if you still out there? We were born into a reality that tests our ability to cope during the most difficult times. For those tests, we can gauge our spiritual awareness. If you're moping around like a wounded bird, then you haven't learned your lessons and you don't understand the purpose of painfulness. In fact, you've allowed those events to consume you and you become trapped in those reoccurring emotions. Everyone must meet and learn from the same teachers. No one is exempt. How do you know if you've mastered the training that life has put you through? Excuse me. You know from the way you see the rest of the world in relation to yourself. The heart will tell you everything you want to know. Do you see the world as a place for competition or cooperation? Do you see the world as every man for themselves, or do you feel that everyone should help each other? Do you feel your spiritual connection to everyone, or do you think you're separate from everyone because flesh is the only reality? When you understand the oneness of everything, you've taken the right step toward mastering your training and learning your lessons. Can you ever get past life lessons? Yes, but you'll have to first have to understand you. But yes, it says, can you ever get past life lessons? Yes, but you'll first have to understand that everything you go through is meant to teach you, not break you. Have you ever met any of your life teachers? If you answered no, then you should think more about that question because we've all encountered life teachers throughout our entire lives. Life teachers aren't mentors, preachers, spiritual masters, or so called gurus. Teachers come in forms of relatives, spouses, death, people you dislike, job loss, poverty, co workers, and failure. These are spiritual disabilities that your life teachers can help you overcome: aggression, anger, depression, envy, fear, grief, guilt, hatred, jealousy, loneliness, lying, and selfishness, self hate, shame. These are just a few of the disabilities that your life teachers can help you overcome. You're greater than those emotions, and you can defeat them at any time. When someone does not learn their lesson, they become what they fear or hate, and the same tests continuously to present themselves. This isn't a place you want to find yourself in. If you want to unlock the codes to your happiness, you must first understand your teachers because they are connected. You should always look to your life teachers for answers. The faster you learn one lesson, the sooner you can move on to the next. It's true that some lessons hurt worse than others, but they'll all teach you something, and you must figure out what the message is. If you have a poor attitude, sorry about that. If you have a poor attitude, you can trust that many of your lessons will test that area. If you have a strong dislike or hatred for certain behaviors, you can often encounter them as a test. Universal teachers don't care if you're grieving or sensitive about something. They're impersonal and no respect of persons. You must learn to move past those circumstances at some point in your life. Respectfully, going through similar situations can feel programmed. It is. Your experiences are programmed based on the frequency you're vibrating on. Where do these teachers that come in the form of lessons, events, trauma, and tragedy come from? They come from a higher power, your higher self, consciousness, imagination. We all have a spiritual bias for one purpose. Even those who don't consider themselves to be spiritual or religious still have an external soul that programs their physical reality. They create their reality daily, whether they are conscious of it or not. Believing in nothing is one man's belief, just as believing in a divine is another's. Universal teachers are present at each person's level and spiritual path. You'll never get past anything in this life if you don't recognize something beyond your carnal self. Faith is believing in something beyond what can be seen by the two physical eyes and knowing that what can be seen with your third eye controls what you see with your two eyes. Little one, them flies. Ugh, them little nets. Any plant lovers out there, please give me a remedy to get rid of these little suckers. I got some spray. Oof. And I get tired of digesting that because it just seems like it make you sick. But anyway, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Your thoughts and your emotions have substance. They're just as real and powerful as what you can see in the physical. You bring things into a physical reality with your imagination. Always keep that in mind. It's your universal teachers. It's your universal teacher's goal to help you see beyond your lessons and read between the lines of each test to understand and incorporate the messages. Do you get the picture? I'm only repeating what you already know deep within. I'm simply relaying messages that you've already been taught by spiritual teachers. It is in your best interest to apply these messages you receive from life lessons to successive events in your life. Open your eye to the universal conscious connection, the UCC. It's really to guide you. It's ready to guide you, rather. What are you waiting to see? What do you want to get right? Who are you waiting on to influence you? Procrastination is one of the many problems we all have. It's another distraction. You don't have to wait on a school, business, celebrity, friend, family member, or some authority to tell you that it's okay to improve yourself. You are the authority over your soul. Work towards change now and on your own terms without worrying about what others think about you. Distractions are nothing more than distractions are nothing more than experiencing heavy rain on a busy highway with windshield wipers that that are doing a poor job of keeping your view of the road clear. At this point, you're more focused on your windshield wipers than the road and the cars around you. Stay focused and be aware of all the teachers that are operating in your life. Another problem that many people have is that they're more focused on what has happened to them than how to get through it. A great deal of people would rather be a victim than a victor. Many would rather say or stay upset and sad than move beyond the issues that life has tossed their way. That doesn't mean when you get hurt, you shouldn't cry or show emotion. You can do that. It just means that you must learn how and when to let go of those detrimental feelings so that they don't destroy your physical, mental, and spiritual health. Throughout life, you'll experience your share of happiness and pain. Always remember that every situation is a teacher that gives you the opportunity to learn how to better play the game of life. Life is about balance. So learn to embrace the good and the bad. Once you master that, you can then learn how to turn the bad into good. Make lemon pie out of lemons. Create a garden out of mud. As long as you keep that mentality, you will always have the ability to pass life's most difficult tests. Sky, you can put some vinegar in a cup and place it where you mostly see them. You know what? I tried to do that with them old suckers. I even got some of that stuff, the little red. I gotta take me a little sip of my little throat getting dry now. I tried to do all that and that did not even really work. I even got that light. I don't know if you've seen this. It's the light you can get. And oh Lord have mercy. It's so many of them on that doggone light. And they real little. It ain't the red nets. It ain't those. These the house plants ones. They like little itty bitty little flies. And they real like little black ones. They just a nuisance. They just and you can't lay no, and they attracted to water, so you can't lay no water down. You know what I'm saying? You wake up and then boom, if I have me a little, like my little aluminum cup, man, I wake up, if I don't got my lid on it, please, one of them may be stuck on there. Oh God, they such a, anybody who got a house plants, they know what I'm talking about. And I've never had this happen before, but they said when I did the little research on it, they said it's because I'm watering them too much. I'm gonna read one more chapter, guys, and after that, we gonna call it quits. Oh no, I'm not gonna read one more chapter. That's it. I'm gonna read this other chapter tomorrow. I gotta get up at 7 o'clock. Guys, it's 1:30. I will see you all the next time. You rest well. Peace, guys. Thanks for joining me too. All right, guys. I gotta get my ass in the bed. Thank you, guys. Mr. Libra, we're gonna have that birthday party for you, okay? I'm gonna have that party for you. Tell me what kind of music you want to hear, okay? Kales, you want to hear some oldie, but no, you say you 38, you want to hear you want me to play a little bit of Migos and stuff like that for you too. Shoot. I'll play some. You let me know. You can email me what you want to hear, okay? You can email me, I got you. But if not, trust me, I think I know what you like. Guys, good night. Let me get my butt in the shower. Guys, you guys have a restful night. Okay. Thanks for joining, guys. Get my ass out of here. Mr. Libra, I was trying to wait on you to see what you said. You just say good night. Send me what you like though, far as music wise. All right. I'm out.